All right, a plane crashed in Turkey, Texas. Why, you ask? Apparently, the pilot was flying at a low altitude in order to drop 350 gallons of pink water when it slammed into the ground. The reason for the pink water? A gender reveal party. For those unaware, a gender reveal is a public announcement by parents of their unborn child's sex. Thankfully, no one died, minor injuries. We can't say the same for a 56-year-old woman who weeks later was killed by an explosion that was part of another gender reveal. I saw you yawn, Emily. Now, on the 5, I ban phrases that become repetitious at the end of the day. Let's unpack this. Guess what, Juan?
Oh, no.
It's to combat mimesis, the desire humans have to imitate. The need to belong leads us to adopt behaviors we see in other people as a way not to stand out. Fitting in keeps you from getting killed until it kills you. Because today, most idiotic behavior seems to get the most attention. We see more people doing dumb things subconsciously to belong and knowingly to be noticed. Idiocy becomes a virus. We saw this with kids in Tide Pods, but adults aren't much better, and the media doesn't help by spreading dumb trends far and wide. And then all you're left with is a giant mess that other people have to clean up. So instead, just pop a balloon filled with pink or blue glitter, or ask the doctor the gender and keep it to yourself. No one cares. Besides, isn't gender a social construct anyway? Who's to say if it's a boy or a girl? 10 years from now, that'll be against the law anyway. Juan, you agree with me. Social media makes everybody dumber.
Well, I was going to say, when you said virus, I thought that was the key word. Because I think the reason people do this stupid stuff is so they can put it on social media and impress their friends, right?
Yes, exactly.
And I would guess this was a very rich, stupid person since they hired an airplane.
350 gallons, Emily, because and it was pink water, so that was supposed to say, I guess it was a girl. I'm assuming. I don't want to get any letters. Pink girl. But, I mean, do you think, what's going on here?
Well, pink water's disgusting. And also, I think everyone has a problem with just enough. Like, it's enough to just tell your friends and family or have a pink cake or whatever. Like, everything has to be outdone for their personal narcissistic reasons of, because I have to get a ton of likes. Remember that Arizona fire last year? 47,000 acres and $8 million because someone wanted to tell the world what gender they're annoying.
Yeah, that was caused by a gender reveal party, the fire.
The fire. They're all annoying.
Shouldn't these people be sued? Like, whoever has to deal with this mess.
The farmer from the field.
Yeah, the farmer from the field.
I'm not much for extra litigation. I don't think that's necessary. But I'm glad that people are excited about their kids, right? That I think that's an exciting thing, and they want to share that with people. But I also think if I were to ever have had a baby, I like to think that I would have waited to be surprised at the birth, because I think that's God's gift to you. That's a surprise.
Yeah, I guess so. Is it really a gift? No, I'm kidding. Jesse, you haven't revealed your gender yet, which is, I think, is incredible.
Hold on a second.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You're all wrong on this.
Okay.
I am pro-gender reveal.
Okay.
All right? For a few reasons. One, finding out the gender of your baby is probably the most thrilling moment of someone's life. It's up there.
Yeah.
And having that, and consequential, too.
Yes.
And then being able to share that with other people is really fun and exciting. I've never been to a gender reveal party, but if someone invited me to one, I would be there early.
Yeah.
And I don't even need to know these people. I would go to a stranger's gender reveal party just to be like, it's a girl! You know, it's exciting. Also, Greg, you're forgetting about the comedy consequence.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Don't deprive us of comedy.
Okay.
Many bloopers come from gender reveals gone wrong.
That's true.
You know, the guy swinging at a baseball filled with pink or blue. He misses, hits himself in the head, and falls in the pool. That stuff online is gold.
Yes.
And when I'm online, there's only a few things to do. There's fake news, and there's bloopers. And that's what I like, a good blooper.
A good blooper. All right. Do you want me to read this? All right.